Hello everyone, Lelaine Art Geek here. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to be doing a sketchbook tour. So this is the sketchbook that I recently just finished. By recently, I mean probably like a month or so ago. I now just got around to actually filming the sketchbook tour. I haven't done anything like this in a while, and I haven't filmed a long form video like this in a while because my life has been kind of busy. So I did step away from doing long form content here on YouTube just for a little bit, like a couple of months, but I've been posting on shorts and that's been going pretty well for me, and I plan on continuing to do that. So if you like short form content of anything art related, like me drawing or coloring or anything like that, definitely give my channel a follow and subscribe. It helps the channel grow, and I do want it to grow. It really does mean a lot to me that you guys are here, so thank you so much, and I apologize for just being absent at the moment. Let's go ahead and open this up. And this is the first thing that you'll see in my sketchbook. I typically don't like to add stickers in my notebook or in my sketchbook, but I figured like I had extra stickers lying around, so I decided to add them. These are my friends, and then this is the one that I drew. I started March 24, and then I just finished it not too long ago. I definitely knew that I wanted to finish the sketchbook at some point, but it did take me a little bit to finish it. I essentially only had like these 2 pages filled out before I actually abandoned it. And then when I recorded the reel for this page over here, the reel for that kind of blew up, and I learned that I wanted to continue doing sketchbook stuff. So that's kind of why I decided to just continue doing sketchbook work and just showing off the process. I honestly love seeing that type of content as well, so I might as well do the same thing. I feel like it was for the best because my account grew, and it's all thanks to you guys, so thank you so much for being here, seriously. Oh, by the way, these are like stickers. I drew on shipping labels that you can get at USPS, and I just drew on top of it and I just pasted it on like an empty page or something. It's kind of random. And you may be wondering like why some pages are blank, and also like why some pages are just kind of like this. It's because of the bleed. So unfortunately for moleskin sketchbooks, it does bleed through, so just be careful. I like to lay like a piece of paper behind each of my drawings so that it doesn't bleed onto the other page. The majority of my drawings, they are gonna be alcohol markers, and I love to use the brand Ohuhu a lot. Ohuhu alcohol markers are some of my favorites. I also use this other brand called Artify. They're kind of a smaller brand, but they did send me markers one time, and I've been using them since. I love using those, so I would say between the 2 of those, I've used Ohuhu a lot. My favorite liner for my line work are the Tombow Fudenosuke calligraphy pens. I will put it on the screen, like the name of it, so you can look it up, but those are my favorite pens. Those are the only ones I use. Genuinely, those are the only ones I use, so you're just gonna keep hearing me say it over and over again. And then for this page, these are Artex colored pencils. Artex is also a brand that likes to send me a lot of their art supplies, which I am grateful for, so thank you to Artex for sending me so many of your art supplies. It does mean a lot to me, and I get to experiment, which is the best part. One of the only pages in my sketchbook that's actually colored pencil. This is acrylic marker, and it's by the same brand, Artex. I don't know why I haven't like drawn on this side, because it's just colored pencil. For this one, these are my 2 characters that I created for me and my boyfriend's comic. It's called Stitches. We did have a release for the comic, but unfortunately those copies did sell out, so we will restock, so don't worry. I know there are a few of you that have asked about the comic. We are planning to restock. I'll definitely have a post saying when we're gonna restock, but don't you worry, I got y'all. And thank you again for the support. But yeah, this is Charlie, and this is Stacy, and this is Edgar. And I kind of just did a little bit of a grayscale drawing here. This is another acrylic marker doodle right over here. My girl Cassie. I had an older drawing I did of this particular illustration. I don't know where it is now. Like, I don't know if I have another like print of it, but I decided to redraw her because she was fun. And this is acrylic marker. There's something about grayscale markers that I absolutely love. It's a limited palette. I love how it looks because it looks kind of like a comic, like a graphic novel. It gets me every time. I absolutely love it. And this was around like the Halloween time last year. So I did a lot of like Medusa and, I'm gonna butcher this, tieflings, like devil-like creatures. So I did a lot of those. This is some more Charlie drawings, and I like to draw Charlie when he's like fully colored. Our comic is black and white, but I do love to give them color because it kind of adds more depth to them. So, and here you go. Here is the Halloween art from last year. Really like this one. These are definitely the ones with Artify markers for sure. And then I don't know why, but when Perry came out, I was like, oh, he looks like a fun character to draw, and I used to love Fairly Odd Parents when I was growing up, so I decided to draw him. But unfortunately, the ink from this accidentally transferred onto this, and how that happened was that I had my sketchbook closed for a long time, so the ink from this slowly seeped onto the page without me knowing. So that's why you have like these outlines here from this drawing. I'm a little sad about that, but it's okay. Things happen, but I'm really proud of this drawing regardless. And this is another colored pencil page, I think by Artex as well, if I'm not mistaken. So more colored pencils over here. And this is Blair from Soul Eater. I had to do this for a stamp rally prize, so had to draw this pretty quickly, but really like how she came out. I had to do like this bit here for Skillshare. I had to create like little monsters and like kind of work in a sketchbook like the way that they did it in the class, and that was my exercise there. And some more stickers. This was kind of when I decided that doing like full spreads like this, when the drawing gets onto the other side of like the page here like this is how I wanted my sketchbook pages to look like. So I kind of did a lot more later on down the road, but this was kind of like the starting point for it. Now we have entered into the Christmas of last year when I did these doodles. Did a few more here. I think I did these in the beginning of the year. Like I think I did these literally on January 1st. Got that going, and I don't know how I decided to draw some furry characters, but yeah, they're not really from anywhere. Usually most of these characters are just like from my head, or they're like from something of mine, so. Even more grayscale work. This one is from a Copic collab. They sent me some markers and I decided to draw some clown girls with it. So thank you to Copic for sending me those. If I do have to choose which page or pages are my favorite in the sketchbook, I would definitely say these ones. I love this spread so much. And I also just decided to do more spreads, like I said earlier, do more spreads like this, where it this one doesn't show, but like have the drawing continue onto the other page. I guess it kind of shows right there, but not really. And these characters, all of these characters are from our comic Stitches. This is the first time I colored her, who's a character in Stitches as well, and I really like her colors here. I think the red it definitely ties it all together here. This one is super fun. This was fun when I recorded it for a reel because I started just sketching her in the video and it kind of like progressed into this big spread here. Yeah, I think it looks really good and I love the colors. People say this looks like Pinkie Pie and I can't unsee it. Love this page. This is acrylic marker again. And then these markers are just like random markers you can find at like Ross or Marshall's, and my friend let me borrow them for a little bit. So I kind of experimented. I don't like the texture, but also they were super cheap, so I can't be too mad about it. I meant to color her with these markers as well, but I just never got around to do it. And plus, I'm done with the sketchbook, so I mean, unless if I want to go back and like test some other supplies and do it on this sketch, I could, but that's kind of like a blank slate for now. This is also a really good page. Like, these last few pages have been like some of my favorites, and I love like having my characters change their outfits. That's one of my favorite things about being an artist, is that you have that free will. So I went all out and I looked up outfits on Pinterest, and most of these have been inspired by that. I think this is the last page, if I'm not mistaken. This is the last page. I love drawing this character because I drew him before, and I found him again in like a random post I did on Instagram, and I was like, oh, I have to draw him again. I did him again, and I don't know why I decided to just draw like a boy who's like, ooh, he likes him, ooh. So yeah, decided to finish off the page like that, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I think that's pretty much the whole sketchbook. And the reason why it went so quickly is because I skipped a few pages. I wanted to not have the pages bleed through to the other side. So that's why you have like these types of pages where it's like the bleed through is on both sides, because it's like, unless I put a paper here, what else am I going to do? But I decided to just let it be and complete the sketchbook that way. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you so much for watching. And if you have any questions about my sketchbook, definitely comment down below. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video, and have a great rest of your days. See you next time.